We are in the process of receiving money in our school departments to offset some expenses there, because part of the migrant families include 27 or so students in our elementary schools, as well as another 17 or so, I think, at KP. One of our goals, which I think we said immediately afterwards, yes, we need to be compassionate and take care of these people and show them that Plainville has a big heart. At the same time, my job, and certainly more to the point Brian's job, is to run the town of Plainville for all the residents and all the taxpayers that have passed a budget for this year, and not to impact the services we're providing them. And I'm very happy that we've been able to accept the presence of these families in a way that has not impacted town services. It hasn't taken up town funding or other town resources, but instead has shown the best of Plainville. Volunteers that step forward with donations of clothing, winter coats that were just delivered last week, clothing earlier, diapers and other necessities. A school community that has taken 27 new students, and what I hear from them is, yes, we've had to add some additional staff for language support, for social worker support. That's, the state is paying for that. At the same time, these children are thriving and learning and making new friends and working fully integrated with the other students. We think of them as our students now. So we've really kind of threaded the needle, in my view, between minimizing impact to the town and still making sure that the needs of these migrant families are being met.
I know when you received that phone call, Brian, because we interviewed you, I think the week after, it was taking up a lot of your time of making sure this went as smoothly as possible. How much time does it take now?
Now it's settled down substantially. The state has gotten itself pretty well organized, and so is the town. We do rely upon 3 or 4 key people volunteering to handle the day-to-day. The state now has a regional coordinator and an assistant regional coordinator. The state has stepped up their presence of the Massachusetts Department of Health, which has helped, and they're more engaged on the educational issues, the transportation issues, so that has relieved us of that kind of responsibility. Their mechanisms are now in place to provide key products like diapers and baby formula and things of that nature. And the biggest success, thanks to the pressure of local officials, to get them working papers so that they can legally get a job, pay taxes, and hopefully move out of the hotel and into a productive member of society. So that's our first step. In fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Jeff, we now have 20 work permits that were issued last week. That's a good start. Originally, we were told that the process would take years. It's now only taken months. So this has really helped. So we're fielding inquiries from employers looking to get in line and interview some of these people. They're certainly eager to get out of that hotel and get to work.
I bet. Hey, quick question. Does Plainville have a hotel tax?
Yes.
Now, the state is paying for those rooms. Are they paying the town lost hotel tax revenue?
We're in discussions with the governor's office.
Because they're certainly not charging themselves the state tax.
Correct.
But for the communities hosting migrants, I mean, you're losing revenue.
We are losing revenue. We have calculated what that loss is, and we have submitted a letter to the governor's office asking what the plan is, and they're very kind to us, and they acknowledge receipt of the letter, and the consistent answer is we're studying it. We're hoping that in the bill that just passed for migrant support, that there is money to reimburse us for the loss of revenue. We're not the only community that's in this situation.
And we're not talking millions of dollars Plainville is losing, right?
Not millions, but for us, it's a pretty penny. It's about 200 grand, which is not to be sneezed at. And I don't think that that's an unrealistic request, that if the state blocks up all our hotel rooms, that they replace that lost revenue.